EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Washington football team. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a give right side. Gibson. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
Brett Maher on for the extra point.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Landon Collins made the touchdown.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And some room to roam now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 41, Mayfield quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2-yard line.
Play fake. Mayfield. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Chase Young in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
26, run. 65. 65. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert. Called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Mayfield down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Nick Chubb stops short. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
There's Myles Garrett forcing another offensive lineman to yell, look out to his quarterback as he ends up putting him on the deck. 30.5 sacks in his first 3 seasons. Easily one of the best 3-down defensive ends in the NFL.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Kerrigan in on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, Browns nothing.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
50-yard line.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
3rd and 3.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Hands it off out of the gun. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Haskins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the gun, it's Haskins. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
There's a good catch by Odell Beckham Jr. And in 2019, even though it was one of the least productive seasons of his career, he was still a 1,000-yard receiver for the 5th time. Also caught the longest reception of his career as well, an 89-yard.
And it's a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. of the shotgun. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he completes it to Hunt. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Nice grab there by Kareem Hunt. It's going to be fun to watch him expand his game here in 2020. Versatile in the passing game, can carry it on the ground as well. Remember, he only played about half the season in 2019, 37 catches and a touchdown during that time. He's going to find more snaps this year and really expand this offense.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Mayfield on play action. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
What's tight? Tight ends right. What's tight? Tight ends right. You got 3 down.
Here's Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Mayfield off the play fake. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
And inches.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On first down, it's Haskins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
And the Washington.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Slings this deep for McLaurin. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Chubb. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Intercepted.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
this one is incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and it's third down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Operating from the gun, Haskins. That is caught at the 7. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Robert Foster, his second touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. And it is now 21-0.
Makes this Washington 21. Browns nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over first and 10. At their own.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
Good for Cleveland.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Second and 5 now. Mayfield, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
First down, Washington.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Haskins, and he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you're talking about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Washington on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Operating from the gun. Haskins slings this deep from the... And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10. At their own 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
44-yard line.
90 isn't mine. Pick me up. Here we go.
1st down, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And again, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield with it once more. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. from the gun. Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 50 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Complete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
There's Jarvis Landry with a nice reception and pickup there. And when you say Pro Bowl, you better think Jarvis Landry. He's been selected to it every year since 2015. The only season he's missed is rookie year. And he is durable and tough. We talk about that all the time. How about this for an example? Hasn't missed a game in his first 6 seasons and was a 1,000-yard receiver for the 3rd time in 2019.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing. Mayfield. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Montez Sweat. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
4th and goal.
Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Hey, let's get this.
So a victory here for the Washington football team. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was real.